Have you come to convince me that you should be headlining this operation? Oh, is that right? Well, at least you're not hiding behind Adler. I'll grant you that. Now what is it? That's on a need-to-know basis, and from where I'm standing, there's no reason in hell you need to know that. You're to make contact with him and follow Adler's lead. Negative. Digging into the KGB's most classified database would blow his cover and burn years of posturing. He'll get you in, but he won't go near that list of names. We can't take the time to fabricate them. Belikov will get you uniforms, and from there you'll need to improvise. Strategically speaking, this borders on insanity, which is precisely the type of work we rely on Adler for. Either as Adler's most trusted ally, or as cannon fodder. An excellent proposition.
A rogue double agent gone dark for several years. I suppose she must have exposed herself somehow to the CIA.
Leave behind a trail of heads? Bound to get attention.
I worked with Madame Shell. For 3 years, closely. I trusted her. But the moment I began to suspect something, she knew. I was able to fight her off, but she left me with this parting gift.
Oof. That's a dirty cut.
Right. So imagine my surprise when I read these reports. Madame Shell, body washed up on one bank, head on the other. Ironic, wouldn't you say?
I'd call it poetic justice.
Lazar. Thank you.
For what?
What's on your mind? This isn't the first government agency I've broken into. The best are virtually impenetrable. But there's always a weakness. In this case, the weakness is the KGB placing too much trust in one of their own. If there was ever an operation suited to your skill set, it's this one. I handle the talking. You get us the names. Why do you ask? I don't. He's not one of mine. If I couldn't put my life in the hands of vetted strangers, I'd be in a different line of work. No, MI6 focuses mainly on the perimeter. Agents in client states, smaller figures within the USSR. They go from the outside in. Belikov is one of ours, supposedly. I'm trusting Hudson here. Man can be a pain in the ass, but he's no fool. Scar? You mean this? Is it noticeable? I jumped off a roof in Calcutta back in '75 while chasing a Soviet agent. The jump was successful. The landing, not so much. Advice? Always make sure you know where the utility poles are. Okay.
Time to break out your Russian, Belle. Well, she's
You know what this dude thinks about Park?
She's a true professional. I don't trust anyone at first, but after Berlin, I realized she's the real deal. Park's one of the guys to me.
One of the guys my ass.
Yeah. Hell no. KGB headquarters? Just between you and me.
And me.
And Sims. I hope I never get closer than pulling up in a car and picking you up. This has every chance of going tits down.
Up, man. Tits up.
Up, down, what's the difference? Yep, it's a long way to Moscow.
Nope.
Well, I didn't expect to see you back here. Less is more. Less talking, less interaction, less commotion. Blend in. It's the last place that I'll expect an intrusion, so you'll have that to your advantage. Pretty much everything else is at your disadvantage. Coordinating infill and exfil. We've had to move mountains to fashion an untraceable route to Lubyanka Square. I'll make sure that goes off without a hitch. Getting you out, however, is another headache entirely. I've requested updated aerial reconnaissance to aid in planning your escape route. I don't want to run into any unknowns. Our path out of the Soviet Union will be anything but conventional. Hudson has his biases. There are people he'll never trust, and certain people he trusts impeccably. Just so happens you fall into the former category. I wouldn't dwell on it. Hudson was leery about commingling with other intelligence agencies, but after President Reagan greenlit Adler's operation, he fell in line like a good little American patriot. Remember when I warned you about inquiring into Adler's past? Some of that was likely projection. We're not always proud of our scars. Being cheeky, are we, Belle? I'll be here if you need me.
The Lubyanka building, KGB headquarters in Moscow. The sleeper agent records are stored in the archives 100 feet below ground in a nuclear defense command bunker.
Your only way in or out is through this high-security elevator.
We'll need proper credentials. That's where our asset Belikov comes into play. Belikov has been our source inside the KGB for nearly a decade. He'll get us in. He came through for us in Yamantau. He'll do it again.
This shit is crazy, even by his standards. You sure he's on board?
An immediate nuclear threat warrants every risk at this point. I'm sure he wouldn't disagree. Sims, get Belikov on the line.
Алло, Беликов на трубке.
Извините, я думал, что это посольство Сингапура.
We're almost to the tunnels. Did you get access to the bunker? There's always a problem. Solve it. Not yet. I know you have this under control. We'll meet you at the basement entrance once you have the bunker key.
Comrade Belikov, you've been summoned to the conference room upstairs. Secretary Gorbachev is here from the Central Committee.
I'm sorry. Just have to come back.
Did the general come through here?
This is as far as I'll
Your attention, please. Ultimate corridor report.
Comrade Belikov, have a seat. General Secretary Brezhnev has taken an interest in the new security development. There's a mole within the KGB. The committee wants someone from the First Chief Directorate to oversee Colonel Kravchenko's investigation. If you've not met him already, this is Imran Zakayev.
Thank you, Secretary Gorbachev. And thank you all for welcoming me with open arms. I can think of no greater tragedy than a home violated from the inside. Trust and love within a family is sacred.
Apparently. Not everyone shares your beautiful sentiments.
Comrade Belikov, as head of security, I understand you've practically exhausted yourself trying to unearth this mole. How has that gone?
Yes. And once we are finished with this mole, he will be as blind and buried as his namesake.
Until the mole is found, I want security increased around the bunker. Zakayev, do you have any recommendations?
We should restrict bunker access. We also want to cultivate closer relationships with all of you. I want to know your hopes, your fears, your ambitions.
Be thorough, but we don't want any significant disruptions. And you, Belikov? Who do you think should retain bunker access during the investigation?
It pains me to say it, but in a troubled time like this, even generals need restrictions. Secretary Gorbachev, only General Charkov should retain his bunker key for now.
Very well. See to it.
Worry yourself no longer, sir. I've already ordered the bunker keys collected from the men.
Comrade Belikov, we are in grave danger from the capitalists. Our collective, our very way of life is at risk.
The traitor will be caught. And he will pay a high price for his betrayal.
Belikov, you are dismissed.
I'm being watched. I need a bunker key. Now, first, I'll have to kill the cameras.
Have you ever been to Poland, you?
Sir.
This area is restricted. If I'm spotted
can I help
here,
you,
I'll
sir?
blow my cover. Now I need to hide the body. I have to get a bunker key for Adler. He'll need it to access the vault. Unfortunately, Charkov now has the only one.
Come on, I don't have time for this.
What can I do for you, Comrade Belikov? Just let me know when you're ready to meet with him.
I have a chance to kill Charkov. Kravchenko's office will have the poison I need.
Sorry, Tom.
Is this man British, Australian, or American?
Adam said he's MI5. We can double check our source.
Блин. They are tracing my unauthorized communications. I can make it appear they originated from Charkov, huh?
Belikov, have you dug up my mole yet? Cherkov. That's absurd. Where is your evidence? I have no idea how this got past me. Cherkov will be passing through here soon. When he does, we will apprehend him.
There is Cherkov.
General Cherkov, just how long have you been spitting on Mother Russia?
Excuse me? Do you know who you're speaking to?
I do now. Your medals will no longer protect you. Please empty your pockets on the counter.
Colonel, have you lost your mind?
Now step over there and lift your arms to the side.
You're
Yes,
serious?
yes. Once they
Fucking
apprehend
do
Cherkov,
it.
I'll take his bunker key. Okay.
Is this your way of setting up my fall, Lukashenko? I'm looking forward to hearing the response of the Central Committee.
Me too. Now go in that room without saying another fucking word. Anything else you need to tell me, you can do it in there.
Okay, now I need to head to the basement and let Adler's team in.
How can I help you, sir?
Ладно.
Adler's team will need uniforms to get past security. Luring 2 soldiers into the tunnel should do the trick.
Belikov here. Send a security detail to meet me in the furnace room. Immediately.
Wasn't sure you'd come through.
I don't have much choice, do I? This keycard gives you elevated access to the bunker.
What about uniforms?
Shh, sounds like they're here now. Okay, I will lead them through and distract them. You two do the rest.
Now, take cover. Keep it clean. Uniforms are no good to us bloody.
Там, я нашел незапертую дверь. Нету никакого оправдания этой некомпетентности. У нас есть очень строгие протоколы, чтобы это предотвратить. Понятно? Okay, I have to leave, but you should have everything you need. Now, if stopped, you are reporting to Commander Sobel.
Get changed. Here, our weapons and keycard are in the back. Come on, this way. Once we're in the bunker, we're on our own.
Ты слышал о генеральном секретаре Брежневе? Нет. Что случилось? Ему сделали операцию. Сердце? А то некому есть еще одну золотую звезду.
Никто не поздоровится! Это Belikov, идиоты!
Здание закрыто. Я подключен.
Товарищ, можешь отпустить нас?
Ладно.
No metal detectors for us. We're going around.
Я показал вам свои документы. Уже должен быть на встрече.
Куда это вы направляетесь? Досмотр обязателен для всех, без исключения. Вы должны пройти досмотр. Товарищ, доставьте вашу сумку сюда для досмотра.
Пойдем едем к коминности. Дайте нам пройти.
Не принимайте это близко к сердцу, товарищ. У меня приказ досматривать всех, без исключения.
Товарищ, ты нужен Закаеву. Я разберусь.
Спасибо, товарищ.
После Вичи, Belikov.
По-моему, я здесь, нет?
Пойдем.
Прием посетителя отменяется до конца рабочего дня.
Take us down.
Новые лица. Когда вы прибыли? Ах да, разумеется. То ваш командир. Я не расслышал. Какое совпадение. Я как раз к нему на прием. Обязательно передам ему привет от вас.
It's assholes like that we gotta watch out for. Gear up. They won't be happy to see us down here. Wait for my word.
Прежде чем Кравченко успел... Оружие на землю! Запретно!
The ball.
Keep moving towards the ball.
Plant a gas canister in the vent. Good. Let's get to the vault. We're almost to the vault. Grab the intel. I'll keep watch. Don't have much time before they get through. There's the list bell. Copy it to a disk. Running out of time, pal. We're cutting through. almost through the door. Get ready. Here they come. This way. Might be a way out.
You are surrounded. We have your friend.
Got Belikov. Time for Plan B, Bell. Activate the gas.
Drop your weapons and surrender or he dies.
Get a mask on Belikov. I'll cover you. What's the situation up top? They are on full alert, locking the building down. We'll have to fight our way out. We're gonna need some heavier gear. I know just the place, my friend. There are heavy weapons by the elevator when they knock you down. It's before reinforcements arrive. Right on the line, keep moving. They gave us this way. Let's get up top.
Lazar, meet us in the southwest courtyard in 5 minutes. Belikov is hitching a ride.
Plenty of room in the backseat.
Once we get off the elevator, just keep moving towards the courtyard. Get the charge ready, Bell. Let's go, Bell.
About time. Been waiting for your call.
They caused a hell of a mess in Moscow. Was it worth it?
Adler managed to get the list of sleeper agent names, despite himself. He's got balls, I'll give him that.
Bell did well.
Seemingly. But I think that team is getting too comfortable. They're acting like they know who they're dealing with.
Perhaps.
Turns out, one of those sleeper agents is tied to Operation Greenlight. Theodore Hastings. He's a nuclear engineer based out of Salt Lake City.
And you believe Hastings is the one he'll activate?
Exactly. Total surveillance is already underway. It's only a matter of time before he leads us straight to Perseus.
This is it. The recent movements of Theodore Hastings has led us here. Cuba. Right in our backyard.
A vacant government facility in the Cuban countryside has become a hub of activity for Perseus, and the likely location of the stolen nuke.
No doubt Castro allowed it.
$20 to anyone who can bring him down before me.
Who? Castro or Perseus?
Whoever.
We are not gonna let him move this nuke inside the States. It's time to take down Perseus, once and for all.
Team, wrap up any unfinished business. Once we strike, there's no turning back.
Woods, don't get any bright ideas over there.
Yeah, you've got my sure as shit guarantee.
You available?